What's going on, people? It's Grandman's Game. We're back with this gaming. But we're here talking about Division 2 and skills. In the background here, we have um, the developer live stream that did the other day. So I just had some gameplay in the back. Wow. I talk about what I want to talk about. This is some new gameplay from Darkzone West, I believe. So yeah, this is a new area within Darkzone. With that being said, let's go and get into it. Let's talk about skills in Division 2.
Agents, welcome to the Division 2.
So, skills. In Division 2, so far at least, we have a list of 8 skills. The Pulse, the Deterrent, the Hive, Seeker Mine, Drone, Shield, the Chem Launcher, and the newly discovered skill, Firefly. So, with these skills, we're going to start off with the Pulse. The Pulse has 3 mods. First mod being the old school scanner. This mod will just, when activated, scans the area, just like the old school one. However, it has changed. It no longer adds a crit hit chance or crit hit damage when activated. It's just really for reconnaissance and intel. The next one is the Jammer. His name. Jams all equipment, electrical, all hostile equipment within every area of effect. If you check Macrostyle's video, he talks about it a bit more in depth and demonstrates them. As I don't have live footage, as I don't have I didn't go to the event to get the footage. However, I can still talk about it. But yes, so the Jammer has a small radius at initial insight, so it's has a small radius. However, I believe maybe with skill power we're able to increase the radius of the Jammer, which can become more effective by taking out enemy skills that fly by, like the drone and that sort of stuff. Then we have the remote. So the remote is kind of like the Vanguard, kind of like the Vanguard in the in Ghost Recon Wildlands, whereas you had the little pulse, you chuck the Seeker Mine out, or the Seeker Mine, the remote pulse lands on the ground and it pulses an area. Every 5 seconds, it would do a pulse till the skill was either destroyed or runs out of juice. So that's the first skill. Next, the Torrent. The Torrent has 3 mods, or 4 mods actually. Let me not lie, it has 4 mods. If you check the Annex, talking about skills in Division 2, it actually lists there is 4 mods. The Assault, which is similar to the Striker Jump. This skill is designed with offense players in mind. Equipped with a machine gun, the Torrent with 360-degree rotational capabilities. This skill attacks the closest target while you are in combat. Outside of combat, you designate your your Torrent's targets. Right? The Incinerator, just like the Flame Titan Division 1. However, it has changed. You can no longer just run with this in your hand. This is one where you have to choose the location of its flame arc. It has a cone that on the ground designates an area where the turret will only and is capable of emitting its flame. So it'd be maybe best to set up in doorways, choke points, that sort of thing, where people have to run by, and allow you some extra damage and crowd control. The artillery. The artillery is specialized deployable that launches exploded ordnance at a location of your choice. Firing once per press, the shells are launched in an arc at a target's position. This is a specialized skill for the demolition, whatever you want to call it, demolitionist. So this is a specific specialization skill. Things all here loading in the background, super loading. I don't know why. But once that loads up, leave that there. The next skill, the turret, which is a sniper. This long-range semi-automatic turret targets the same enemy as you're engaging. While there is a slight delay on the target acquisition, the sniper can adjust its aim to match your own aim on the target. So if it's getting headshots and you're shooting heads, it's gonna be getting headshots. Just remember, this game is still under development. All names and details are subject to change. The next skill on the list, the Hive. The Hive is your, as they say, support station in Division 2. This also has 4 mods. The Stinger. Micro-drones swarm hostile targets that enter the range, inflicting damage and targeting weak spots, destroying them efficiently. The Restorer. When the Restorer detects missing armor on a friendly agent in its range, it deploys a micro repair drone towards agent on impact, and the amount of armor is repaired. So each drone does a specific amount of armor. I guess with skill power you can increase that, and maybe skill builds will still be viable in Division 2. We gotta see. Maybe not for pure damage, but in terms of healing and restoring armor and protecting your teammates, they might be a valuable asset to the team. Maybe than ever with the quick time to kill. And the third skill in the Hive is, or mod shall I say, is the Booster. The Booster sends out a micro drone per friendly player that administers stimulants to increase combat efficiency, boosting weapon handling, movement speed, reload speed, and other physical capabilities to your agent. So yeah, as it says, it boosts your combat efficiency basically. The Reviver. When deployed, the Reviver Hive revive allies within a specific radius on the ground. If any of your down allies are within range, your Reviver Hive, you can manually order a set of microgens to revive them. However, you can also press or hold the button to charge up the microgens. The longer you hold the button, the more health and armor your allies revived with. So it's another one of them support station type. Coming in at number 4 is the C command. The classic. If you don't know it, I don't know where you've been. But yes, the C command. So the 4 mods with the C command is the explosive. This classic C command chases the target designated by its owner and detonates with a staggered explosion. However, it can be avoided as a slight aiming time before it explodes. So just know it can be dodged. Coming back as well, the airburst. This mine rolls to your designated area and then launching an explosive burst into the air at head height of the enemy when reaching proximity. See, if you check out Macrostyle's gameplay there, he does demonstrate how that using the airburst, there is a delay and you have to select that specific area of for it to use to drop in, basically to drop the airbursts in. Coming in at number 3 with the mod on the Seeker Mine. Similar to the reinforced camp launcher, this friendly little Seeker Mine releases repair chemicals that these chemicals form a cloud that repairs your armor of you or your ally. If you have not chosen a specific target to defend the Seeker Mine, allies that lose their armor are automatically targeted by the mine. This specialist skill is for the survivalist specialization. So that is for a specific specialization. And then coming last mod on the Seeker Mine is the cluster. Contain a number of small charges in one package, each capable of propelling itself when deployed. Each of these smaller mines picks a target and sets off towards it. However, these smaller mines are easier to avoid as they do not have advanced tracking equipment and cannot adjust their destination if their target moves. So coming in, we have the 5th skill, the drone. This drone has 4 skills or 4 mods as well, coming with its standard issue striker jump. This offensive version of the drone, built for combat, Striker possesses a turret that inflicts continuous damage upon its target. This drone can receive remote orders from its controller to attack specific targets. So this is your standard issue drone, just like your standard issue turret. Then they have the Defender. This is the defensive drone that protects its owner, utilizing an experimental direct emitter. It deflects incoming bullets with microwave bursts, creating an invisible barrier. However, each bullet deflected greatly drains the battery and its incapability of defending itself from enemy fire. It can, however, be ordered to guard friends or friendly skill items. So this might be good for if you have a high skill power, and then you can just basically block it. Basically block a mass amount of damage. If you can increase the skill duration and its battery life, it could be very useful and basically protect your high DPS characters. Then we have the Tactician. Built for intel, this utilized drone flies to maximum elevation at a location of your choosing and spots all hostiles that it can see, effectively highlighting their location while deployed. It gives you and your party continuous information about the position of your enemies within the area. This is a specialization skill for the sharpshooter. So this is definitely for the sharpshooter, as it allows for more reconnaissance. And basically, if you pair this with long range with a sniper and having the remote scanner or the remote pulse, you can have near enough 100% uptime on reconnaissance and intel. So if you have a skill build and you're having some with character, you could basically have reconnaissance 24/7. Then we have the Bombardier. This drone can perform bombing runs across a large area. The drone flies into an area designated by the player and then drops a barrage of explosives as it strays from one zone to the other. So that's going to be interesting, very interesting. Coming in last is the Fixer. This defensive drone repairs armor over time. You can choose whether you want it to fly next to you or passively repair your armor, or choose a friendly target whose armor needs repairing, including the damage skills. So they can repair skills, friendlies, and yourself. Then coming in, number 6 is the Shield. The Shield has 3 skills, 2 of we know of. One of the skills is called the Bulwark. This is the regular shield that we know from Division 1, and we're going to use sidearms for this. So if you sidearm users, maybe there might be a good ass pistol that you can use with, or like I don't know, maybe some talents and skills that pair with this shield type of build. And then coming with the one we've seen in the demos lately is the Crusader. This shield covers your chest, not your head or your legs. Just know you can get headshotted, one shot headshot if you ain't careful. But this offers a lot of utility and allows you to push more with that added protection with the shield. So that's the two we know of. Three is yet to be announced. Then we have the Chem Launcher. This is one of the skills we saw early on and has 4 mods. Starting with the Fire Starter. The Fire Starter cancer sends out a flammable, near invisible gas. These gas clouds can be ignited with any spark bullet. Enemies firing their weapon inside the cloud, explosions, or even enemies running into them while on fire. If you combine multiple clouds over a large area, you can create a devastation chain reaction. So this can basically block off and create areas of denial, like especially capture point. You can use it to deny capture points, especially in game modes such as domination. So another one mod for the Chem Launcher, the Riot Foam. This skill fires a canister with riot control foam that dispenses on impact. This is the same riot foam as you've seen the True Sons use in the E3 demo. This foam is sticky, heavy, and it expands rapidly. Anyone affected by the foam is stuck in place for a period of time, but the hardened foam can be destroyed to break them free. Then we have the Oxidizer. Fires a canister that emits a cloud of corrosive chemicals. The chemical cloud lingers for a long time and effectively eats away enemy armor or enemy mechanical equipment. This could be good at stopping stopping equipment. So, or someone's trying to heal up, you shoot that on them, it's basically denying them of healing. Coming in the last one, Reinforcer. The Reinforcer fires a projectile that detonates and disperses an armor repairing cloud. If this powder hits you on your teammates, it restores an amount of your armor. Powder that sticks on the ground grants armor restoration over time. You have the ability to heal your friends very fast or even yourself over time. So this could be very good for the healer builds in Division 2, be able to heal your team up really efficiently and effectively from range. Kind of like the first aid back in the day. And then finally we have a skill that is yet to be announced, but we know of its name and what it looks like, the Firefly. This was in the E3 demo in 2013 and has yet to have its skills or mods announced. With that being said, I hope this video was informative. If you did find it informative, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Division 2 coverage. Squirrelman's Game and I'm out. Peace.